When you catch your partner cheating and you both decide to do the work and stay in the relationship, what are some great things for accountability? I want to preface this by saying, even if you decide to do the work, there is always the possibility of them relapsing and lying again or hiding things behind your back. And unfortunately, that's not something that you can control. That is the hard reality of this. So, number one, focus on your own healing. Focusing on your own healing is going to help you build self-confidence, self-worth, because a lot of that is damaged through their infidelity. So with that prefaced, what things do you recommend for accountability? Number one, therapy. It is naive to think that these men can just turn off the light switch and stop what they are doing. Even if they reassure you and give you all the promises in the world, in the back of their mind, they are thinking, eventually I can go back to my old habits. Eventually I can charm her and I can go back to the way things were. Or they're in self-denial. They don't want to admit that about themselves. And the next time stress hits, they're going to go back to that coping mechanism. When somebody is addicted to corn or has had cheating, it is an addiction at this point. This didn't just happen like that. There is a progress of things that got them to this point. Some of these people, whether female or male, have started this addiction at a very, very young age. It is a normal thing for them, a normal thing. And that addiction is stronger than heroin. So it's going to take time. Even now, 3 years out, I would say that my husband is still a recovering corn addict. Corn stems from emotional pain, and there is trauma in people's lives. So in order to heal and prevent this from happening again, they have to go back and do the work to repair that emotional damage. That is the root core of this. So therapy, non-negotiable therapy. The next thing is accountability. So they need to have accountability partners and be very careful with who they choose to be accountability partners, because another guy struggling with this one-on-one is not a good accountability partner. I recommend SA meetings. That was actually something my husband chose to do, and I really appreciate him doing that. They're for sexual addiction, and a lot of men and women go on there for a safe place to share what their struggles are. I actually had a woman the other day who was like, I'm concerned about my husband going to those because I don't want him having conversations with other men and women about, what they're thinking about, sex and corn. That's not what these meetings are like. These are a place where they can say, I relapsed, I'm struggling, I need accountability. More than likely, if they have corn addiction, I hate to say this, they are going to relapse. It's not like they can quit cold turkey. An alcoholic's the same way. Someone on, drugs is the same way. More than likely, a relapse will happen. So you have to give your partner some space. You definitely want to set the boundary, like, if this happens, we're going to have a serious issue. And there, some of you may say, like, corn is off limits. If you do it again, I'm out of the relationship, and that is a choice. But the reality is they're more than likely going to have a relapse. So them attending SA meetings is going to be really, really important in their healing journey. Seeing the sobriety of other people is going to be very encouraging to them. Seeing the outcome of many people's lives is going to be a wake-up call for them, because some of these people are 60 years old and like, I lost my whole life. I lost my family. I lost 2 other marriages, and I'm still struggling with this. So SA meetings. Third thing is going to be a way for them to rebuild trust with you, because trust in the relationship or marriage has been completely broken at this point. So what does that look like to you? This could be you want access to their phone at all times. This could be that you want an accountability app for them, like Covenant Eyes. This could be that you want to know where they're going in the car, so that Find My Location type of thing. This could be that when they go out in public, you want them to have an accountability partner, maybe your kids or yourself, some type of person that they're not going to meet up with an infidelity partner or look at corn. One of the things I communicated to my husband was I really wanted him to come to bed with me every night, because it was very triggering for me that he might leave the house or something like that. And so he agreed to that. He would come to bed with me every night. He'd read books in the room or watch TV, and I'd wear an eye mask. And that really helped me rebuild trust. But that was accountability. 4, and I realize not everyone watching this is a Christian, but my God, if you can get them into an accountability group at your church, that was a game changer for us, because he was surrounded by older men that we're able to disciple him and keep him spiritually accountable with his eyes, with his ears, and just have a safe place for him to go to God and to have that accountability. That was the real game changer. I've left this verse before in some of my other content, that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and that is truth. These men need the fear of God in their lives. So if he is willing to go meet with a Bible study or a men's group, that's also going to help him have spiritual accountability. Body needs 4 things: mind, emotional, spiritual, and physical health. And so spiritual is a part of that, whether you want to accept it or not, but spirituality is definitely a part of that. And it is definitely a spiritual battle for them if they are going to conquer this addiction. So I hope this helps, but these were the areas that I recommend for accountability.